This has always been the car that I never wanted to own because I'm a car guy, but has always been my wife's dream car. As a car guy, I love the noise, I love the soul, and I love the engine of a gas car. So I found this, a white 2018 Tesla Model 3 long range dual motor with just over 120,000 miles. Pretty high mileage, but it was cheap and we could probably get into it with the government grant for just over $11,000. Not really a bad deal. Despite my better judgment and what every YouTuber told me, I bought it. I bought it expecting it to confirm everything that I disliked about electric cars. That it was really the saltine cracker of electric cars. But months later, here I am, still enjoying it, still loving it. Did I lose my soul? So from the outside, it's clean, it's minimalist, and it's almost sterile. Door handles blend into the doors, lights into the front end. There's hardly anything to point out on the outside. A couple of cameras, and honestly, it feels intentionally understated. There is a glass roof that stretches from the front windshield all the way to the rear windshield, but it's really only visible from the top. So it's a good thing we still have to talk about the interior, else this review would be pretty short. So stepping inside, it's even more minimal. No gauge cluster, no buttons really anywhere. Just the only design cue is this wooden strip that runs across the dashboard. And at 120,000 miles, this is already all splintery and kind of gross. Everything in this car points towards the 15-inch screen floating in front of you. This screen controls everything. Climate, music, driving modes, trunk, doors, front. Oh yeah, also the glove box. However, the interface is surprisingly easy to use. Most importantly, the map and the car are right in front of you. Tons of features. Even games are hidden in this infotainment system. Even the rear feels pretty comfortable.
Speaking as a 6'4" person, so pretty tall. A little short, but it's pretty comfortable.
You definitely sit taller than I would have thought, but if you find the right spot, you can endure it.
Yeah, just the right spot is like this. So.
I knew I would enjoy the tech of the car, but really thought that the novelty would soon wear off. And I would hate the lack of the soul and the frustration of charging. So, what about the driving feel? Did I hate it? Well, here's the twist. I actually started to enjoy it. Throttle response is instant. With the dual motors, we have an all-wheel drive setup with this car, and it's 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. Which is insane. Every time I'm by myself, I find that I am absolutely flooring it away from stop signs or traffic lights. And the one pedal driving becomes second nature. I don't even think about putting the brake pedal on anymore, and I already know exactly what speed I'm going to slow down before the stop sign or traffic that's ahead of me. And it's super aggressive, which is nice because that means that depending on how far your foot is to the floor is really exactly how fast you're going. And I really began to miss that when I drove other cars. The electric acceleration is almost like skiing, where you feel like you're falling controllably down a hill. It just comes so smoothly. Smooth, uninterrupted motion, whether you're speeding up or if you're slowing down. It's so comfortable. I thought that with the big battery it's going to be really heavy, and don't get me wrong, it is heavy when you're driving it around twisty roads especially. Just driving it around town or just driving to and from wherever you need to go, I haven't complained about that once. And then I found that I started to choose my Model 3 over my gas cars in my garage. Never thought I'd be saying that. I feel guilty saying that. I feel kind of gross saying that. It was so much easier with the autopilot features. The car tracked on the road better than most of my gas cars. The seats were soft and decently comfortable. I soon realized that this wasn't just simply another car. It had become my daily. And the more and more I drove it, the more I started to drift away from gas cars. It was so much easier. You don't have to worry about taking a trip to a gas station the night before a road trip, the night before work the next day, plug it in at home, and you don't even think about it. And I actually still haven't even gotten around to installing a level 2 charger. I just used the base wall charger with an extension cord run across the driveway, and I haven't had any issues with not enough battery. With that extension cord setup, you get hardly anything, but I probably get between 10 and 20% around every 24 hours, which happens to be the exact amount that I need to keep up with my daily driving habits. And my experience with this car got better with time, literally, because Tesla rolls out over-the-air updates really all the time. So with that, I got more features, I got map updates, as well as smarter driving with each update. The car evolved and just kept getting better and better. And I'd honestly hate to sound dramatic, but I began to change too, and not in a way that I'm proud of. I stopped caring about perfect red line shifts or about the sound of my car, and I found one day that I had been walking past my Mini Cooper every single day and had not thought about driving it once. So sad, because I realized that maybe I was falling out of love with gasoline cars. And worse, maybe I was falling out of love with cars in general. Really, with driving a Tesla, more of a experience or convenience on wheels. Can be a lot of fun, but you can only do 0 to 60 so many times. Finally, I understood how people could drive cars, yet not enjoy the experience. Just when I thought that all was lost, I had to do a review in California of a 911 Targa 4S. And then things completely changed. I hadn't driven anything like it in months, and I honestly didn't really expect much. But when I twisted that Porsche key, let me tell you, that flat 6 came to life, and I began to feel that love and that joy again. Began to feel the road through the steering wheel, how connected I was with the road. I could hear the gears clicking and that mechanical magic that you have in 911s. And oh my goodness, the downshifts through those canyon turns. Oh, I was in heaven. And I had not felt that way in such a long time. And that's when I realized that I was indeed missing it. It wasn't all just about power. It was about emotion. I thought the Tesla was perfect, but the Porsche, it was alive. The Model 3 definitely changed me. It made me appreciate electric cars. It made me question what I wanted from a car, but it also led me to a crossroads where I had to ask myself, do I want convenience or do I want character? Do I want silence or do I want to hear and feel the soul of the car? Well, the truth is, there's room enough for both. So the Tesla is still our daily, and I do absolutely still love driving it. It's efficient, it's fast, and honestly, it's absolutely brilliant. But what about a gas sports car? Well, that Porsche reminded me why I fell in love with cars. This Tesla absolutely scared me. For a moment, I thought that I had lost my love for cars. And it made me question everything. If I had traded passion for practicality, maybe I was finally old. And what was next? A minivan? One of those sliding doors? And maybe I didn't even care about engines, gear shifts, or exhaust anymore. But thankfully, I was wrong. What I found was exactly what a daily driver was supposed to be. Fun, efficient, practical, very easy to live with, a car that made perfect sense every day when you went to drive it. So no, I didn't lose my love of cars. Well, that's a relief. Tell us what you think of this car, and if you found something similar driving other cars, other electric cars, minivans, etc. Let us know in the comments. Most of all, we hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.